whatever the reason, it happens. Life brings every single one of us down to our knees, not sure how we got there or how we're ever going to get back up. Hi guys. We're all on these journeys. And sometimes our journey takes us to the highest of highs. We're on top of that mountain. We feel like we're soaring like the eagle and nothing can take us down. And then other times, they do. Everything takes us down, right to the bottom, where we have no idea how to even stand back up, let alone get back up that mountain. And we're still uncertain how we even fell all that way. And we're trying to figure out how to get from yesterday to today and today to tomorrow. And life's funny that way. It's not always sunshine and butterflies. It's really tough sometimes, and it's just a big pile of crap. I feel like for everyone, myself included, as I approach my 24th birthday, life has thrown me a lot of different curveballs thus far. I've been on top of the mountain more times than I can count. I used to use this saying, and now that I think about it, I haven't used it in quite a while, but I loved it. I would say, oh my gosh, I am so high right now. I am so high on life. Like, who needs drugs when you can get high on life? And I have felt that way so many times, and it's literally the most amazing feeling in the world. Your soul is soaring. You can't stop laughing. Nothing can take you down. Nothing can take you down. Until it does, because it will. And I felt that a lot of times too. I've felt myself go from that highest of highs straight down to my knees, not really sure how to stand back up. And I think, I know we're humans. No one out there has not experienced this. It's all for different reasons, of course. Maybe it has to do with your relationship or significant other or your parents or your siblings or your job or you and internal struggles you're dealing with. But whatever the reason, it happens. Life brings every single one of us down to our knees, not sure how we got there or how we're ever going to get back up. And this time is different than any other time. Life's brought me down to my knees again, and I'm feeling some things that I've never felt before. So I thought it was only natural to turn to the internet. No, my thought last night when I was experiencing these heavy emotions, I think for the first time in my life, I'm feeling anxiety, like deep-seated anxiety. There's a brick sitting on my heart. It's hard to breathe, heart beating fast. I don't know what a panic attack feels like, but I'm about to have one of those type of feelings. And I was like, I'm going crazy. I consider myself to be a very strong person, and not physically, but emotionally, mentally. And I think that a lot of people that know me, if you ask them, would probably agree. I could be wrong, but I really think so. And to feel weak, to feel so weak, to feel as though you are not in control of your emotions. Your emotions are controlling you, and you don't really know what to do. You just don't know. Is such a depleting feeling. It's such a weakening feeling. And to hold yourself in a position where you're so strong and you believe yourself to be so strong, and to experience these very weak, very real feelings is hard. It's confusing. And so last night, as I'm experiencing these things and I'm acknowledging them, even though I'm in this very weak place, I feel like I'm able to acknowledge the way that I feel and understand that this is different than any other time before. I'm like, I'm crazy. What was wrong with me? Why am I so crazy? And then I was like, I can't be the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Maybe not, in my specific situation, but there's so many people out there who are dealing with the same thing, who are having panic attacks and having this anxiety, and who aren't able to fall asleep either because their heart's pounding in their chest and their ears, and their head's going 100 miles a minute, and they can't breathe, and they can't catch their breath, and they can't catch happy. And if you're not in that place right now, which I'm sure a lot of us are, then you've been there before. Or if you're lucky enough to haven't been there yet, then you're going to be there someday. I was thinking that yesterday. I was thinking about some videos and stories I've read and been like, wow. Like I read that story about that person, or talked to my friend who had panic attacks before, and I always thought, wow, like, I feel so bad for him or for her. But I'm glad that's not me, and I guess I'm just too strong and too happy for that to ever happen to. Until it does. Until it does happen. And so I thought it was only natural to band together and to share my story and my struggles and my journey through this. It's the very beginning of the journey, to be honest with you, but to share my journey and how I overcome this, so that later on in life, when I deal with this again, for whatever reason it may be at that time, I'm able to better help myself. I need a sip of tea. Tea makes everything better, right? So, I don't even think it's necessary to share our direct struggles and tell you the story, which could take a stinking long time, about why I'm going through what I'm going through and why I'm having the feelings that I'm having. Because let's be real, regardless of the situation or the relationship that's leading you to feel the feelings that you are having and leading me to feel the feelings that I am having, we can all sympathize with the emotions and the stress and the anxiety and the deep-seated anger, hurt, whatever it may be. So my story has been a long time in the making, and I truly think that this has been coming for a very long time. I'm very good at dealing with my feelings, and I've done so every time an occurrence of some sort has happened in the past. And I'm able to get over it and be stronger moving forward. This time was different, though. I think for a variety of reasons, but I think it also has to do with the fact that I probably did just suppress a lot of the things that I was feeling in the past. And last week, life's been really great, really, really great for quite a while now, for about the past year. And then, as it happens in life, something else happened recently. Another little pebble was thrown in my pond and rippled the waters. And this time, though, I didn't know how to cope with it. All of this deep-seated anger and resentment came up to the surface, and I felt this feeling of anxiety where it was, I'm generally a super happy person, but I couldn't find happy, I couldn't find meaning. I'm looking around and I don't know what to do and I don't know what to feel, and now I'm feeling anxiety in so many other areas of my life where I've never felt it before, and I don't know what to do with myself, and all I want to do is just eat chocolate and sugar, and then I just don't want to eat anything, and then my mind's going, and then I lay down at night to go to sleep, and my heart's thudding, and I'm hearing it in my ears, and I can't sleep, and I'm panicking, and I don't know what to do. Do I run? Do I stay? What do I do? Where do I go? And for the first time, I realized I'm not as strong as I thought I was. I'm very weak, and I'm coming to a point where I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to move forward. I don't know how to make a decision about whether to turn right or to left or continue straight without worrying that I will regret it later. I don't know where to go. I don't know. And so I'm starting with the first step, and that is to go see a counselor. And it seems like such a simple thing, not a big deal. But to make that decision, And to admit that that was something that I needed and was going to do was not easy. It's probably something that I've needed to do for a long time. I'm thinking at this point that really anyone and everyone could benefit from a little bit of counseling and having that unbiased perspective and guidance. But I finally succumbed to the anxiety and the weakness within me and admitted that I needed help from someone else. And I guess admitting that to everyone else is really kind of hard. Because we're taught for a long time that a person's true strength is measured by their strength. But truly, I think that a person's true strength is measured by their weakest of moments. Because the only way to become stronger is to experience weakness and to grow your strength out of that weakness. So I'm admitting that I am a very weak person and I'm in a very weak moment. And I'm leaning on God right now and those around me and my counselor to help me find my strength again and to come out stronger than ever before. So I've also put together some steps. My first counseling appointment is on Monday, and I really want to share this journey with you guys because maybe some of you out there are considering doing it, but you just can't. You just can't bring yourself to do it yet, or you're not sure how beneficial it's going to be. Well, I'll let you know. And I've also started to put together some steps for myself to take on a daily basis to help me overcome this very low period of my life and find my happiness again and make sure that I'm able to maintain that happiness. But also in moments of great weakness and anxiety and depression and all of the above, we forget to take care of ourselves. So I'm trying to remember that in order to get better, it's of utmost importance that I focus on me and taking care of myself. So I'm going to be putting together a video next week about how I'm doing that and what some of those daily to-dos are that are focused on me and loving me and just centering myself and trying to be in a better place. So I love all of you guys. I know that we're all struggling with our own struggles that really, really suck. And I wish that I could just give you a big hug and tell you that it all will be okay because, as my mother likes to say, this too shall pass. And it will. It will. And you'll look back and you'll go, wow, I never thought I'd get through it, but I did and I'm here. And so I hope that we can get through this together. And I love you guys and really want to just send you a big, 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 big hug. I'll talk to you next week.